downtown Detroit, it's Jason Carr Live with your host, Jason Carr.
So, hello. Oh, wow, the audience was elaborate today.
Yeah, let it play a little longer.
Thank you. When a bear in Montana found life in the wild too stressful, he sought serenity now in a koi pond. Cynthia St. Charles was stunned to find this brown-colored black bear lounging in her backyard pond on a 90-degree day in Billings, Montana. Sitting in a pond full of fish, you'd think this might be his dream come true, but he actually preferred munching on the pool plants and left the fish alone.
You wouldn't expect that.
You'd
I would think it'd just be fish, you know, one fish after another.
Well, we certainly appreciate the 9:15-ish correspondent on the scene, Cynthia St. Charles.
Cynthia St. Charles of Montana, our bear correspondent. Koi pond.
Cynthia St. Charles, bear correspondent, Billings, Montana, Local 4. We just posted that job recently. I mean, how did we hire her so fast?
It was a quick hire.
It was on the EEOC job requirement listings page, a corporate parent company. And Cynthia St. Charles, boy, she nabbed that bear correspondent job in our outpost in Billings, Montana. Lickety split. Good morning, Christina. Hey, Karen, Tammy, Catherine Baker Richards. With its narrow rooms, metal bars, and bunk beds, Bangkok's first prison-themed hotel promises the look and feel of a real jail in the bustling Thai capital. At Suk Station Hostel, guests are offered pinstripes pajamas for $21 and a wall with a height chart where they can have their mugshots taken.
It's just ridiculous. This is insane.
Morning, Lisa. Ada. Howdy, 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 Beverly. Howdy, 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 Beverly. Howdy, 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 Beverly. Rich and compelling, now this.
Now, it's hard to tell. I don't think that is a real zebra.
No, it's a guest at that prison-themed hotel. Somebody's phone is going off over there.
Now, the other one I have for rich and compelling you sent me. Let me turn off the volume. It's kind of loud. But I guess you kind of have to hear the slinking of it, don't you?
Yeah, you should bring it up a little bit.
I can't now.
No, you can't.
Yeah. So that's aluminium.
Aluminum.
Aluminum.
Rich and compelling. That's why we have the graphic on the screen. This guy right here, Lobster Man.
He's thinking.
He's thinking, wow, that's rich and compelling. And he must be somewhat embarrassed by it to be the color that he is.
Now, I didn't, I was kind of pulled around in a couple directions this morning. What exactly is going on here?
I'm not entirely certain. Those are all that's like one big band.
Of aluminum that's all
Aluminum.
kind of like a slinky.
Yeah, like a slinky, exactly.
I wonder what this gets used for.
A baby flamingo took a stroll through the grounds of Singapore's Yonge Bird Park yesterday, armed with a pair of booties to protect his feet. Squish! The 3-pound flamingo was born 2.5 months ago from an abandoned egg the keepers found and incubated at the park's breeding and research center. Park says the keepers made the shoes to protect Squish's feet from the hot concrete surfaces. Daily walks, they added, are needed for exercise and exposure to daylight to help strengthen the long-legged bird's bones. It takes about 2 years for young flamingos like Squish to lose their gray and white color and take on that distinctive pink. Ladies and gentlemen, Priya Mann.
Priya Mann's here. What kind of noise was your car making? She's already on the other side of the newsroom. All right.
Yeah, she's, that morning meeting. Got to get to it.
A lot happens in there. Now, this video takes forever to actually get going, but they're finally getting to put the shoes on, so we're almost there.
I'm just a lobster, pinch. Do you think he's even slightly aware of what's going on? Does he care?
Now, I read somewhere that those shoes are guaranteed to make you run faster and jump higher. So this flamingo is going to be difficult to catch.
Yeah, what are you going to do with him?
Race him, I guess. Animals and shoes.
My flamingo's got an injured neck, apparently. One too many crooks. I was drawing the flamingo. A lioness that was rescued from a zoo in war-torn Aleppo has given birth to a healthy cub in her new home in Jordan. The lioness was transported to the Jordanian Animal Sanctuary by truck along with 12 other animals after surviving for more than 6 years of intense clashes around the abandoned zoo in Syria. 5 lions, 2 tigers, 2 bears, 2 dogs, 2 hyenas taken to Turkey's western province before continuing their journey to Jordan on a passenger plane. The rescue project was a joint effort between the Turkish Environment Ministry and the Four Paws Foundation. What's going on, Manistee? Hey, Cheryl Goudreau is here. Panda Watch! The naming of a baby panda at a zoo in Tokyo has attracted record interest from the public. People have submitted more than 320,000 proposals for the name for the panda.
320,000. How many duplicates do you think there are? How many Freds, you know?
The committee will narrow it down to 10 from among the top 100. They'll just keep winnowing it down.
You've got to have a staff of a couple hundred people to do that.
Yeah. What is the panda called in Anchorman? Ching King or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't think they're probably Anchorman fans. I'm sure at least 1 out of 300,000 probably have seen Anchorman, and so that makes it a good name.
Yeah, and no better than to pick that name.
There's a new travesty in men's clothing, lace shorts. For just $49, you can look like a nice tablecloth that your mom breaks out for Thanksgiving.
I could only find the one photo. Like I said, I was a little distracted this morning. But would you wear this? What kind of suntan would this give you? And why would you wear this? It looks really delicate. I mean, what do?
Michael Brower, seeing this, goes, hell no.
It just looks ridiculous.
Karen Michelle, oh no, just no. Christina, these shorts are unacceptable on every level. No, just no. Go back to the babies. Jesus, that's you, Jason. Nope. Burn them, burn the shorts, according to the unsinkable Molly Felsing. Mary says, Megan Moore, you funny. Boy, people are really reacting negatively to the, except for Chris Kennedy, who likes crocheted bikini tops. Chris joining us from down under.
Open weaves. But this one, I don't even think a woman would be able to wear this and pull it off.
Jennifer says that she wouldn't talk to a man who was wearing those. Next story, please. Okay, bring your own cup day is back today and tomorrow. Bring in, they have a way of measuring it.
Yeah, there's like a 10-inch thing you got to be able to fit your cup through.
Your container has to, at 7-Eleven, you can bring your own container for Slurpees. Any amount, and it's $1.50.
Yeah.
But your container has to fit within a prescribed parameter. Sandy, on the other hand, disagrees. She says hot men can pull anything off.
I don't know about simply just pulling it off. I think it's how much you're revealing to the rest of the public. You got to have a little bit more self-respect, and maybe not, just putting it out there for everyone to see.
How much money would it take for you to put on the lace?
Not much. Not much. I mean, if you guys want to start, putting a crowdfunding situation together, yeah, it wouldn't take very much. $100, guys.
You would wear the lace for $100? For
what, like an hour? For like a 20-minute walk around the city? Yeah. Yeah. I might do it for less. I've done
You're always threatening to do stuff like that, and you never do. Remember the T-shirt? You were going to wear the same shirt for like a week and send it off to the pheromone lab. You never did that.
There wasn't a dollar amount attached to that one. Now we're talking dollars and cents.
Walter just shared the link, so. Annie Laverne Bowman is checking in from Dallas, Texas, where everything is bigger.
Now, you sent me this one, and I don't really know what I'm looking at.
That is a gerbil with a broken arm.
How do you think he broke it?
On the wheel, of course.
Oh, yeah, that would make, yeah. It's probably an easy way to get injured. When
being
you're
a gerbil, he didn't have the hamster experience of being on the wheel, so he got his foot caught, and next thing you know, yep, gerbil cast. Roberta says, oh, John, now you've blown all the nice thought I had about you. David Lee wouldn't do it for 100. He'd maybe do it for 1,000.
Well, you do it 10 times, then you're up to 1,000.
Oh my God, so cute, says Megan Moore. I don't know if she said, oh my God. Can you find that meme? The Goosebumps meme?
Maybe.
My God. You don't think so?
I don't know.
All right, my multi-necked flamingo. Who has too much time on their hands? The guy on the video? Morning, Casey. Casey Schmacy.
Well, I mean, I believe this guy has been training with zebras for over a decade to be able to get them to be more comfortable on a trampoline.
Did you find Ermagerd?
Yeah, is this what we were looking at? I actually don't really know this meme.
I don't. Where is it?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the girl, years later.
Yeah, this is the before and after, or the.
When I was young,
girl.
I only had maybe 1 or 2 Goosebumps books and never really got into it.
What the heck? What about women out in public with the same amount of modesty? Ellis says the guy on the zebra way too much time. Kind of like us. Can we go back
Oh,
to
yeah.
our bear? There's the bear. Can you take it full?
This is a good-looking bear. This is a black bear, but he's brown.
They're setting up for some sort of carnival or something here, right?
We're having a carnival?
Not a carnival, a picnic or
Oh.
summer fun day or something. That's why we have the noise in the background. Hey there, boo-boo. So we're going to talk some movies coming up on Live in the D with Greg Russell.
There's some good movies coming out?
Well, that Ryan Reynolds Sam Jackson movie is getting brutalized on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
That's the one that we're going to talk about. But Logan Lucky, the Southern heist movie from Steven Soderbergh with Daniel Craig, nay James Bond, with a Southern accent, and Adam Driver, the guy from Force Awakens. And who else? One more person. Channing Tatum, I think. Supposed to be awesome.
Okay.
93% on the tomato meter for Logan Lucky. So I took my brother-in-law on a little pub and grub crawl yesterday.
Where'd you go?
We started at Scotty Simpson's Fish and Chips out in Brightmoor. And then from there, we drove down to Dearborn and went to Miller's Bar.
Oh, yeah.
Had an adult beverage. My brother-in-law was like, that was awesome.
Miller's. High five.
High five. So we went in there and had a Miller's burger. Now, mind you, we'd already had a full plate of fish and chips. We go in there, and they were kind enough to cut the burger in half for us because there's no way we were going to be able to finish a burger each. And, knocked back the adult spirit. Then we went, where did we go from there? Oh, we went to Ricky's Sub Shop over in Dearborn. And
Where is it?
It's on Greenfield between Warren and Ford.
Okay.
In a strip mall. Ricky's Sub Shop. Phenomenal. We got 2 subs to go. Then drove downtown Detroit. Showed him Beacon Park, the Carr building, Republic, Parks and Rec, that area. Drove past the station, showed him where I worked. Got back on the lodge, and then drove home. And then we had people at the house, and we got Tomatoes Pizza.
You guys had a lot of food.
I said it was a grub and pub.
Yeah.
So in one day, we fit in Detroit's, everybody's got their own opinion. Arguably, let's just say arguably, Detroit's best fish and chips in Scotty Simpson's, best burger in Miller's Bar, best pizza in Tomatoes Pizza out in Farmington Hills, and I think the best mom and pop sub shop, Ricky's Sub Shop in Dearborn. So
I lived in
4
Dearborn my whole life.
different
I
foodstuffs.
don't think I've ever been to Ricky's.
You've never been to Ricky's?
I guess not. I know the area. I can't say for certain that I've actually been to Ricky's.
Ricky's is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
I had a busy day last night then.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know what I did?
What? Nothing.
I got a haircut. That was
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah.
Ella Marie Major says, yes, shout out to Ricky's Sub Shop. Ginormous cheesesteaks. They have something called the Brontosaurus sub. I'm making myself hungry all over again. What do you got there?
That is titanium being pressed.
Mark
It was-
says best pizza is Buddy's. If
Buddy's is
you are
good.
going for Detroit style deep dish in those special pans, okay, yeah, I'm not going to argue that. But Tomatoes is a completely different kind of pizza, just like Tanya's Pizza in Royal Oak, which I love me some Tanya's. Is like a pie, has crust on top. Yeah, right, Tanya's?
Yeah.
It has
Those
a
guys know
crust
about it.
on top brushed with butter and then garlic. So the last time my brother-in-law was in town with my other brother-in-law, I took them on even a longer grub crawl all around town that we hit like 8 destinations. I mean, I took them to Green Dot Stables and Nemo's and
Yeah.
2 James on Michigan Avenue. I mean, we went all the way around. Took them to Baker's Keyboard Lounge. I took them to American Jewelry and Loan. I mean, went all the. So the one brother-in-law, Jimmy, he's had quite the tour of Detroit last few years. I feel like you were going to tell me something.
No, I'm just in our downtime, I go through all our old rich and compelling videos and I try and put up, some of our better ones. This kid was just great.
Can you put them up full?
Yeah.
Brandon Mark says, positive news clips, very much needed. Thank you. So if you want, go ahead and put it back up full. If Dancing Kid doesn't do it for you, check back in with us here in less than 3 hours at 12:27, as produced by Brian Newland. We have all the day's hard-hitting stories, sort of what's burning up the interwebs. No water skiing squirrels at 12:27-ish. Rebecca says, get down. Sandy says, love me some Tanya's too. Grub crawling is fun. You need to start a tour business, Jason. The kid reminds me of Danny DeVito, according to Teresa Marie Clegg Salvaggio.
He does look like this was Danny DeVito in his younger days.
Maureen Krieg says, Ricky's has the best subs. They close early. Yes, they do. You got to get over there for lunch. We got in there just in the nick of time yesterday. I'll remember those. Sandy Yorkison romps. Yes, yes, yes.
Todd Coleman mentioned the crawfish. I saw that they've been officially added to the Michigan invasive species list.
Do you think that crawfish was one of them?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
On the move like that, just unafraid, just out for a stroll on the river
You'd
walk?
think they'd be maybe hiding from authorities, but no, they don't care what the DNR thinks. But it was interesting because I guess everyone in Louisiana saw some of our crawfish stories.
Yeah.
And they just started making fun of us so hard.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Okay, there's your flamingo.
Oh, yeah?
I finally bothered to finish it. There's something wrong with his neck, though. I don't know what's going on there.
There's a good-looking shoes, though.
There's a good-looking shoes that he's got on his feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Where did I put the? There it is. All right.
Sandy says, Sandy Yorkison Romp says, said my name perfectly. Yes. Brandon Marks from Alabama. Sweet home.
Yeah, actually, Roberta's got a good point. The flamingo could use a bow tie.
My flamingo?
Yeah.
Or this one?
They both could. I think all flamingos could use a bow tie.
Okay. There you go, flamingo with a bow tie.
Pretty good.
What's going on? I feel like something's going on behind me.
I don't
Breaking
know.
news or something?
I don't know what's going on exactly at the moment.
Flamingo with a bow tie and a hat.
The top hat. Top hat helps.
Top hat.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody probably remembers that there was a chain of burger, White Castle-like, Bates-like burger stands called Top Hat.
Top hat. Where were those? Everywhere?
Look it up.
Franchise? Top hat?
Top Hat Burgers, Detroit. The logo was very distinct and would appear on the side of their coffee cups. A be-monocled gentleman.
Okay.
Can you pull it up?
Top hat.
Where is it? No,
That's not it?
that's not it.
What do you mean that's
Wait,
not
wait,
it?
wait. How about this black and white one right here?
The black and white one?
Over here. There you go. Was the first one.
This one.
Yeah. And then the black and white one next to it. Yeah, later there was a little guy. He almost looked like the Monopoly man. He was on the side of their coffee mugs.
Okay.
Taylor had one on Telegraph, says Teresa Marie Clegg Salvaggio. They were better than White Castle, says Sandy Yorkison Romps. But have you had Crystal down south?
Crystal? No.
The Crystal Burger down south? That's the South version of White Castle.
Oh, okay.
So should we show?
Oh, the top hat? Yeah, let's bring it up.
Now he has a bow tie and a top hat. Are you guys happy?
See, now he's a gentleman.
Now he's a gentleman, yes. Am I dating myself? Oh, Cheryl just called me out. You're showing your age. Giggle. Ella again. Yes. Jason, yes. Top Hat burgers were the best. Tammy says, never fails. I'm always hungry after this show.
Me too.
Maybe we should, after Live in the D is over. Oh, by the way, are you going to watch Live in the D?
Of course I am.
Our super core audience of loyal viewers from this broadcast, do you follow us over to actually put on the TV and watch Local 4 at 10 a.m. with myself and Tati? This is Flamingo About Town. That's what we're going to call him. But I was going to say, we might need to make a Shake Shack run.
That does sound nice.
Why do you sound like it's not possible?
There's a lot going on after this. I've got an arraignment and a preliminary hearing that I've got to listen to, a motion hearing, and this person of interest in this Slicky case. Once the show is over, I go into a whole different fury of Local 4 work. What are we going to do with all these drawings? So we're going to have an auction. I'm just telling you, charity auction.
What's wrong, Walter? Keeping track of our viewer count.
Clifford, we have interns? Not really. Sometimes, most of the time, not so much. Especially not for the website.
Thank you, Georgia. Dustin, here's one for the artwork file from today's spectacular. No, not that I'm aware of. All right, we're going to wrap it up here on a Friday. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you back here at 12:30-ish. If not me, then Brian, and we'll see you on Monday.
Stay classy, Detroit.